Hey everyone, COE33 here. I hope you're all doing well. I'm hanging out in the downstairs game room, the Dragon's Lair, and I've got it all decked out in green today. All the RGB lighting is green because I wanted to share the original Xbox collection. And the reason I want to do that is because this month of November, I have a goal of just picking up original Xbox games. And I want to do that. I want to kind of focus in on one particular collection because, first of all, I love collecting for the original Xbox. And by the way, there's our Xbox wall display and some of our Xbox games on display down here. And we'll look at those in a second. And I've got a good collection of original Xbox games, but there's some key gems missing from that list. And I sat down, I looked over my wish list, and I kind of pinpointed some of the hidden gems, but also some of the more rare and collectible games that I wanted to pick up. So hopefully this month I'll be able to check off a bunch of those games from the list. And I actually just got a pretty collectible little heavy hitter original Xbox game in the mail today. And I already threw it up on the little wall display behind me, so I'll share that with you guys. I'll share that with you guys here in a little bit. But yeah, so I've got the game room all decked out, of course. We got a little Metal Slug going on the Neo Geo arcade cabinet. And now I quite like the green down here. It looks cool, huh? And I made a few changes recently. I actually put the laser lights in this corner here. And then I hooked up a few more consoles down here. Now I've got the NES, the Nintendo 64, the Wii, the original PlayStation, and then of course the original Xbox, the Sega Genesis, and the PlayStation 2 and Xbox 360 are all hooked up and ready to go on the CRT television, which is kind of nice. And I've actually been using this as my streaming setup on Twitch, and right now I've been playing through Dino Crisis. So it's nice to be able to have all these different consoles, these retro consoles, hooked up to a CRT television and to be able to play them kind of on a, authentic retro gaming experience. Oh, and then of course there's a little Echo the Dolphin going on here. This is the Sega CD version of Echo. There it is. Look how good that looks. That was always a good looking game. Kind of hard though. Those Echo games are not easy. And then if you've been following the channel, I'm working on the Tomb Raider display. So I actually went through and got some of the Tomb Raider stuff ready to go here. So once I finish my little DIY project up here, all the Tomb Raider stuff's going to go on display. And of course I'll have a video for that. But that's not what we're talking about. Today we're talking about the original Xbox. One of my favorite consoles. So I have a lot of history with the original Xbox. Now I've told this story on the channel before, but as a teenager I sold furniture at the mall, and when the original Xbox came out I really wanted to get one, but I couldn't afford it. And I was pretty bummed about that because there were so many great games for the system. And of course I've been a fan and lover of video games since I was a young boy. And not having that original Xbox definitely was I was disappointed. But one day I was on my break and I went to a little place to get some lunch, and they had like slot machines and video poker machines there, and I was eating my lunch and I literally just threw 1 quarter into a video poker machine, and I hit a royal flush, which is the best hand you can get in video poker, and I won enough to go next door to the GameStop and buy an original Xbox and a couple games. And one of those games that I picked up, now it's not this exact copy, but this game, Morrowind. And I put a lot of hours into this game, and I have a lot of love for Morrowind. Some of my more collectible but also like favorite games are on this little wall display here. And we might as well get just right into the big new edition. I just added it right here to the collection, to the wall display. I picked up a nice, clean, complete in box copy of Obscure, which is one of the more expensive games for the original Xbox. So it's nice to finally have this checked off the old wish list. And I really want to play this. I've never played it, and it actually looks pretty cool. So I think this is a game I'm going to be playing here in the near future. So that's going to live right up here on the wall display. So why don't we just go through some of these games that I have here. Okay, let's start up here. Panzer Dragoon Orta, nice. Otaji 2. Chronicles of Riddick, Escape from Butcher Bay. This is one that I played when it came out back in the day. And that's a really good kind of stealth action game. I quite enjoy it. Yu-Gi-Oh! The Dawn of Destiny. Silent Hill 4, The Room, of course obscure. Castlevania Curse of Darkness. A nice little garage sale pickup I got for $1. Digimon Rumble Arena 2. So, I don't know what that's going for these days, but I think the last time I checked it was like $50. So not bad for $1. One of my favorite series, Shenmue. This is Shenmue 2. I have a lot of love for the Shenmue games. And then we got Capcom versus SNK 2, Elder Scrolls Morrowind, Jade Empire, an excellent RPG for the system, one that I also played back in the day and really enjoyed, and Fable, Doom 3, Toe Jam and Earl 3, I love me some Toe Jam and Earl, and Conquer Live and Reloaded. So, and then I have this little display, this little sign up here. And a nice little way to display some of my favorite and some of the more collectible Xbox games. And if this month goes as planned, I think I'll be adding some new additions to this little wall display here. In fact, I have one in the mail right now that I don't want to give away, but I don't want to spoil it. But I'll share it on the channel. It's another heavy hitter original Xbox pickup in good shape and complete that's in the mail and on its way, so I'm very excited about that. And then I've got this Doom statue. I've got the Halo Green Xbox. It's a special edition that they launched back in the day. The Steelbook Halo 2. And then this moved down to kind of the bulk of the collection. So we'll come down here. All right. So now these are all stacked double deep, so I may have to move some games to get to all of them, but that's okay. We'll go through the first layer, and then maybe I'll move the games, and we'll talk about the second layer. How about that? Okay, so we're just going to kind of go through these, and I'll call them out, and if I have anything to say about the particular game, I'll go ahead and do that. But we got Dead or Alive 3, Celebrity Deathmatch, Bloodwake, which I just picked this up, and under a recommendation from a friend. And I really want to play this because I love the Twisted Metal games, and my understanding is this is like Twisted Metal boats. That's what I keep hearing, so that's one that's definitely going to get played here soon. Looking forward to that. Star Wars Battlefront, Intellivision Lives, which is like a compilation of Intellivision games. We got Midway Arcade Treasures 2, Myst 3 Exile, Siberia, Indiana Jones, Dino Crisis 3, Halo 2, Splinter Cell, which I just played recently, Invisible War, Gauntlet Dark Legacy, Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith, Manhunt The Punisher, Triggerman, Thief Deadly Shadows, The Thing, which I really enjoyed this. This is a cool survival horror game. I don't know how popular this is. I'm not sure. I don't hear too much about it, but I really like it. And of course, I love the movie. That's one of my favorite. John Carpenter is one of my favorite directors, and that is one of my favorite John Carpenter movies. Moving down, we got Prince of Persia, The Two Thrones, X-Men Legends, Marvel Nemesis, Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. We got Tak 2, The Staff of Dreams, Legacy of Kain. We got Cold Fear, which this is another nice little gem, a survival horror game that you're on a boat. It's kind of like Resident Evil on a boat, I guess is a good way to put it. And another really solid game. And actually, these two are both really good too. The Suffering and The Suffering, The Ties That Bind. There's some good survival horror games on the original Xbox. We got a couple. Oh no, this is the 360 games over here, so I'm going to not go over those yet. We're just going to stick to the original Xbox. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this first layer of games, and then we'll go over the rest of them. Okay, moving on, we got High Roller Casino, Commandos 2, Men of Courage, Mad Dash, Batman Begins, Far Cry Instincts, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4. Let's see, I'm probably going to butcher this. Dai Senryaku? Yeah, I'm sure I butchered that. But I got this at Goodwill quite a while ago. I think this was from an On the Hunt. And I just really was drawn to this cover here. So I haven't played this. I don't know anything about it other than it looks like tank battles and like a strategy game of some sort. Modern military tactics. Yeah, so a tactic game. But yeah, it looks cool. Have you guys played that? Any good? Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines, Hitman, Arctic Thunder, Reckless, the Yakuza Missions, Lord of the Rings, Maximum Chase, Counter-Strike, Unreal Champions, Catwoman, Outlaw Golf 2, Outlaw Golf, 9 Holes of Christmas, and those are a lot of fun, that series. Moving down, we got Shell Shock, Nightcaster, Monster Garage, what's this? I can't quite see it. New Legends, there we go. Transworld Surf, Kingdom Under Fire, Big Mother Truckers 2, Headhunters, Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, Backyard Wrestling, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon 2, Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell. And the Splinter Cells on the original Xbox games, they're great. I mean, it's real quality stealth action, especially for back in the day. Namco Museum, Oddworld, Medal of Honor, Rising Sun, Silent Hill 2, Fable, The Lost Chapters, and one of my absolute favorite games on the system. And I actually, the other day, I was just saying, I think it was during a live stream or something, I was saying, I really need to pick this up because this is another game that I played back in the day and had and put a lot of hours into. One of my favorite old school RPGs, BioWare Epic Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Absolutely love this game, and they're actually remaking it here pretty soon. It's going to come out, so I'm excited about that. And after I mentioned that I need to get it, I was digging through my Xbox games and I saw it behind here. So that's the thing about having them, too deep. Sometimes you forget what you have. But so I do have a copy of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. It is a Platinum Hits version, so it's not maybe as cool as a normal non-Platinum Hits copy, but it's still nice to have. And such a great game. So one I wouldn't mind revisiting at some point as well because I have a lot of love for it. And then moving up here, we have Area 51, Gladius, Turek Evolution, Defender, and then I picked this up at Goodwill just a couple, maybe like a month ago. It's Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. It's like one of the demo discs, which these Xbox demo disc compilations are kind of nice because they have their own little kind of small, thin case. And it's fun picking stuff like that up. There's all kinds of different special features and little demos for the games and trailers and all kinds of fun stuff on these demo discs. So I do pick them up when I see them. I have a bunch of them for the PlayStation. So I think this is the only one I have for the Xbox, but that's all right. And then I do have a bunch of controllers as well. I've got, of course, the Halo Xbox green controller. And there's another, this is another one that actually, let's see if I can get down there, it says Halo on it. And then one of the standard black controllers. And then I have, I think, like 2 Duke controllers. Yeah, I think I have 2 of them. And the Duke controllers like the original Xbox controllers that are absolutely huge. And yeah, it's kind of a cool novelty to have. So those are my original Xbox games, and a nice little collection. I've got, I don't know how many games I have, but a decent little amount for a system that I have a lot of love for. And I'm looking forward to adding a bunch of games this month. So stay tuned for those pickups. And of course, I think at some point we'll share the Xbox 360 and the Xbox One, because I got a lot of games for those consoles as well. So tell me some of the games that you think that you don't see here that you think are worth picking up to add to the collection. What are some of your favorite gems in the collection or in the original Xbox library, or some of the more collectible games? I know that I want to pick up Stubbs the Zombie. I want to pick up Fatal Frame 1 and 2. There's a whole bunch of them. I have them all on a list. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for watching. I'm posting new videos every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Follow me out with my game collecting adventures on Instagram. I'm live streaming on Twitch every Tuesday and Thursday. It'd be awesome to see you over there. And we have a community Discord if you want to hang out when I'm not posting videos on YouTube or Twitch. And that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time. Bye.